Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark Kinney and Trey Tucker.
All right, Shark, you and I both work with businesses in various formats. Today, we're talking about communicating with customers. What takeaway do you have for us?
So I think that it's really a word of caution because there's so many businesses that I work with that are small, medium, and large. And they all have a really great, impressive capability to be able to communicate and automate those messages. You walk in any store anywhere and you purchase anything, and it takes very little time if they ask for your email or phone number before you're getting barraged with a ton of messages. You fill out a lead form anywhere. In no time, you're hit with this communication, and then you're hit over and over and over. I got one yesterday when I was in an olive oil store, and there's a whole joke there about me even being in an olive oil store, but I was compelled to by my wife. And
Sure.
As I gave them my email address, I was hit and phone number because I wanted to get some discount over the overpriced olive oil, but I like Greek food, so kill me. They started sending me emails and texts while I'm in the store asking me to come back. Here's 15% off your next offer. And I'm like, I'm in your store right now. Why don't you give me 15% off? And I think that a lot of people forget with this technology that although we have the power to deliver messages more effectively, we haven't figured out the power to communicate more effectively. And that is something that I find that turns off a lot of customers when they're barraged with too much. That's why it's now compulsory for companies to offer stop and unsubscribe messages, because people are doing it left and right. Over communicating your customers is not, you're sometimes sacrificing the ability to communicate well with them. How about you?
Yeah, I reiterate all of that. And I'll also say people want relationship. And they can tell, this is whether it's a business communicating to you or a one-on-one interaction. People can tell when you're just treating them as a number, or if you're really trying to actually connect with them in a relational way. Yeah. And so that example you just gave of the immediate text, the immediate email, like, you wouldn't meet somebody that you were attracted to and then immediately text them after you got their number. You'd kind of play it cool for a while, kind of let things develop a little bit. So it's the same thing. People can tell when there's a business that's just thirsty and just wants you to come back just for the sake of your money, versus a business that actually appreciates you and wants to build the relationship for the long run.
Well, in short, I tell a story on stage during one of my keynotes about how I had fired a company that I had been in a relationship with for 10 years. Immediately when I fired them, they didn't ask for my business back. They didn't call me. They didn't send a letter. But what they did start me on was an email drip campaign asking me to come back. And after about and I kept this because I knew this was going to be a story for my book, that after about every 50 messages, I'd get an email other than 10% off, 15% off, 20% off. I'd get an email saying, hey, we were good together. Let's give it another go. You try that with an ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend or whoever it is for you. That's bananas the way people talk to each other in a lot of the marketing and advertising messages we have. And it's really got to stop if you really want to keep customers and earn their loyalty. So, Trey, let's go. I'm going to go get another bottle of olive oil so I can get 15% off. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.